Welcome back once again. Welcome back. This is Mega, and this is Mega Productions channel. In part one of the time zones, we're dealing with easy and simple explanations and calculations. Now, today, we're going to look at three different calculations. The first calculation that we're going to do is when you are traveling from South Africa on GMT +2 and you are going to Australia, Adelaide, or you are going, let's use Sydney, which is on GMT +10. The second calculation, you're going to be traveling from South Africa and you are going to Rio de Janeiro, which is on GMT -4. The third calculation, you are going to be coming from New York City, which is on GMT -5, and you are going to South Africa, which is GMT +2. So those are the three calculations that we're going to be looking at. Now, first calculation, South Africa to Sydney, Australia. Second calculation, South Africa to Rio de Janeiro. Third calculation, New York City to South Africa. Okay? So let's say the flight from South Africa to Sydney, Australia is going to be 16 hours. And the flight from South Africa to Rio de Janeiro, let's say, is going to be 12 hours. And the flight from New York City to South Africa, let's use 18 hours so that we can understand. So now, first calculation, your first calculation is going to be South Africa, Johannesburg to Sydney, Australia. So know that this is +10 and this is +2. So now, this is our destination and this is our departing point. So the time difference is equals to your destination minus your departing point. So it is going to be your +10 minus your +2, which is equals to 8 hours different, +8 hours difference. So the difference is +8 hours. Now, so if in South Africa, your time is going to be 10:00 or 10 hours in the morning. Now, if you add 8 hours, you are going to get the Sydney time. You're going to get the Sydney time, which is going to be your 18:00 hours. Okay? Now, so if it takes 16 hours, it takes 16 hours to fly to Sydney. If you say 10 plus 16, you're going to get 26. So for you not to be confused, you're going to use this time zone map. You're going to go on 10 in the morning and you add your what? You add your 16 to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you're going to get 0200 hours. But remember, since you have added South African Standard Time with the traveling time, the time that you are getting is South African time. So by the time you get to Sydney, it will be 2 o'clock in the morning in South Africa. Then you add the 8 hours difference. The 8 hours difference that you are going to add is the difference between the two time zones. You are going to say your 0200 plus 8 hours, then you are going to get 10:00 hours. So when you arrive in Sydney, it will be 10 o'clock in the morning of the next day. Okay? Let's see if we're going to use the Sydney time. When you leave Sydney, when you leave South Africa in Sydney, it will be 1800 of the same day. Okay? Then you travel for 16 hours. If you add 16 hours there, you are going to get from 1800, which is that point, plus 16 hours. You are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You get 10:00. So when you arrive in Sydney, it will be 10:00 of the next day. This answer here is the same answer there. So that is your first calculation. Our second calculation is from South Africa to Rio de Janeiro. South Africa to Rio de Janeiro. Now, the calculation of this is going to look like this. Again, you are moving from South Africa. You are going to Rio de Janeiro. And Rio is on -5. It's on -5 or GMT -5. South Africa is GMT +2. So the first thing is to find the difference in the time. Now, if you look at this, you are going to say your destination minus your departing point. Your destination is -5 minus +2. So if you look at this, you put in the calculator with -5 minus 7, which is equals to -5 minus 2, which is -7 hours. This is easy. You can actually go on the South African time and you say South African time is on +2 and the Rio de Janeiro is on -5. So you can actually count going backwards to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But since you are going on the left, it is negative, it is minus. So that is where you get this -7 hours. So the difference between the two is -7 hours. Why is it -7 hours? Because we are actually moving backwards on the map. South Africa is in front, Rio is at the back. So you are traveling going backwards. So the time that you get here is actually behind. That is what this negative means. Okay? So let's say, for example, you leave South Africa. It is 2100 hours. Let's say this is Monday, for example. Now, you are going to Rio. The time you leave South Africa, it is 2100 hours. But the time in Rio is 7 hours behind. 7 hours behind. So in Rio at that time, it will be 2100 minus 7 hours, which gives you 21 minus 7, which gives you 1400 hours. So in Rio, it is going to be 2 o'clock. But this will be the same day, which is Monday. Right. Then now, you travel for 12 hours. If you travel for 12 hours, you are going now to say 14 plus 12, you get 2600. And remember, there's no time that is called 2600. So as soon